Carlos Sainz Jr. has been given a hefty fine by the FIA for missing the Japanese national anthem on the grid prior to Sunday's Grand Prix. Sainz has been fined €20,000, 10,000 of which are suspended for 12 months unless he makes a further breach. Sainz did things by the book. He actually provided a doctor's note for his late arrival, as you would at work, as he was having a stomach issue, and because of this, his fine has been significantly reduced, as the normal fee is €60,000 for a late arrival. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner has revealed why Max Verstappen suffered a slow pit stop during the Japanese Grand Prix that almost cost him the lead of the race. Horner explained the team was missing its two top mechanics at Suzuka because of a family matter. The highlights, and let's face it, one of the only moments of note during the Japanese Grand Prix came during the pit stops. Max Verstappen and Lando Norris both came in at the end of lap 21, but Verstappen's stop was about a second slower, meaning Norris was almost alongside as they exited the pit lane and the championship leader had to take to the grass. Speaking to Formula 1 TV, Horner revealed that Red Bull were actually missing their top personnel during the pit stops, causing the slower changing of tires. Quote, "This weekend, the two number one mechanics on the car, who are twins, unfortunately, their dad has not been well, so they've gone back to the UK. So we've got the reserve guys on the pit stop, and we had a slightly slower stop than would have been ideal. That allowed Lando, thankfully his stop wasn't stellar either, to get close, but he was never alongside. At the first pit stop, we didn't get the front wing adjustment that we wanted into the car, and so that compromised his second stint with a bit more understeer than he would have probably liked." George Russell has criticized tire manufacturer Pirelli for making strategies too easy for all F1 teams in recent races. Russell has been critical of Pirelli in the past, believes softer compounds should have been available at Suzuka, as a one-stop strategy was really the only feasible option for every single team. For the first time in about a year, the top six took the checkered flag exactly how they lined up on the grid. Overtakes were very hard to come by, and nearly every car on the grid ran exactly the same strategy, with the newly resurfaced asphalt at Suzuka proving very easy on the rubber of the tires. Because of how low the tire degradation was, a one-stop was easily achievable without having to do much tire management, and this was why we had such a boring race, thinks Russell. Quote, "The last 2 weekends, it's been an easy one-stop strategy, and I think when the track gets resurfaced, Pirelli needs to bring softer tires because that hard tire could go forever. We were pushing so fast, so hard, but you just couldn't overtake. I don't think I would have had the pace of the top 3, but I was matching the pace of Charles, and I couldn't get by." We've now had 3 races, or 4 if you include the China Sprint, and all of them with different winners. A great time then to have a look at the standings and see what it all means. Lando Norris has finished first or second in all 3 Grand Prix, and he leads the way after 3 rounds with 62 points. Max Verstappen is now right behind him, however, with his Suzuka win taking him up to 61 points. Oscar Piastri has to make do with third, sitting on 49 points, with George Russell in 4th place. Alex Albon back 2 more points to take his tally up to 18, staying ahead of Lewis Hamilton in 8th place. Isaac Hadjar was the best of the rest in Japan and scored his first 4 points of the season, overtaking Yuki Tsunoda in P14. Pierre Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Liam Lawson, Jack Doohan and Gabriel Bortoleto all remain pointless. Well, that's it from me. I'll be back later today with the next video, so see you then.